Shalawam, Apostle talking back at you with the truth, giving all praise to your help by Hashem Yahushai. Yeah, this is videos on the new moon coming in on August 20th, which is a Sunday night. You have the last Sabbath, which is on Saturday night, the 19th. That 20th is the your last Sabbath, and then that Sunday evening, which is the 20th, into the 21st, and will end, of course, on Monday the 21st at evening, or when the sun goes down. Then you have on the 29th of August at evening will be the Day of Atonement. So Tuesday evening, the 29th of August, is when you afflict your souls, which means to fast. You know, it's a Sabbath. It's a Sabbath, meaning you don't work on that day. You know, some of you have situations where you have to work. You know, try your best to you know, take that day off. You know, certain job you have personal days and sick days or whatever. You have religious freedoms in this country, so-called country, corporation, whatever you want to call it, and take that day off. Now, if you definitely have to work because of your job, well, the Most High knows your heart. You know, we here, we don't work on that day. Anyway, that's August 29th, which is Tuesday evening. So the Day of Atonement will be all day Wednesday. What the main camp, GMS camp in New York, is going to do, we have a bunch of members when we have our camps. When we get together on Saturdays, there's like 6 or 7 camps that are set up, you know, every week. So what's going to happen is these men, these various camps, they're going to get together, you know, based on how close they live together. You know, they'll get together. You know, there'll be certain camps, or you know, what I should have did was call a big camp, but yeah, we'll see. But I know myself and some of the apostles, if they're all in New York, and maybe a couple of other men, whether they be elders or, you know, teachers, we'll be getting together and we'll go somewhere and you know, teach. So let's go back. August 20th at evening, which is a Sunday night. So this coming Sunday night will be the new moon, which is all day Monday, which is the 21st, and we'll end at evening. And then you have on the which, by the way, also is the memorial of blowing of the trumpets. I can't forget to say that, the memorial of blowing of the trumpets. And then you have 9 days at evening, which is the 29th of August at evening, is the Day of Atonement. You know, we're Israelites, so we're supposed to, keep these days, these high holy days, the Sabbaths. And I'm going to close on that one, on this subject. You know what? Let me say a few more words. Yeah, I didn't set anything up, so I'm just kind of speaking with an open mind. Anyway, I was watching a video, and I'll put it in the description box. It's called The Internet of Things, an RFID chip, Mark of the Beast. And this was put up by Seers of Truth 144. And it's a compilation, I guess, of different videos that were put together, you know, dealing with the Internet of Things. If you don't know what the Internet of Things are or is, you know, you should look it up. As a matter of fact, I'm going to look it up anyway. I already know what it means. But ultimately, they want to make you a part of the Internet of Things once they chip you. So you can use your cell phone, you can use a card with a chip in it. But ultimately, to make this Internet of Things complete, you have to be a part of it. Okay, let me look up the let me put in definition. Okay, definition. Common definition of the term Internet of Things. Noun, the interconnection via the internet of computing devices like your smartphone, your laptop, your desktop, your tablet. Computing devices embedded in everyday objects, enabling them to send and receive data. You know, you have your smart TVs. Which you can use your smartphone. You can go to YouTube video. You can be watching a regular station, cable station, whatever. You go to a YouTube video if you have. Well, actually, you can cast it right to your TV. And if you have a flat screen TV and it's not a smart TV, you can make it a smart TV by using Chromecast, which you connect to the TV, and it turns your regular flat screen TV into a smart TV. Also, I believe Apple TV and a Fire Stick, which is similar to the Chromecast, which I happen to have a Fire Stick and 2 Chromecasts that I have in one TV, two different TVs. And the Fire Stick was given to me as a gift from someone, so I utilize all of them. And plus, one of my TVs is a smart TV, so really I don't have to use any of those devices. But anyway, that's all a part of the. So you can get an idea. That's all a part of the Internet of Things. So the ultimate goal is to make you a part of the Internet of Things by putting the chip inside of you. It goes on to say, if one thing can prevent the Internet of Things from transforming the way we live and work, it will be a breakdown in security. And one way they're going to push that chip is through security. Okay, here's another definition. I'm not even going to click on it. This is Internet of Things Wikipedia. And when you click on it, you get more information. It says the Internet of Things is the internetworking of physical devices, which ultimately they want you to be a part of that interlocking network dealing with your computer, your laptop, your smart TV. It says the Internet of Things is the internetworking of physical devices, vehicles, buildings, and in an Internet of Things, the meaning of an event will not necessarily be based on the deterministic or syntactic model, but would instead be based. Let me click on it. I have no choice but to click on it. And I can give you some scriptures. We all know the scriptures, or should know the scriptures by now, of the mark of the beast in Revelation 13. Also Revelation 14, starting from 8th, 9th verse on down. Revelation 15 and 2, Revelation 16, Revelation 20 and 4. It says, okay, it says buildings and other items embedded with electronics, software, sensors, actuators, and network connectivity, which they're planning on making you part of that network connectivity. It says allows objects to be sensed or controlled remotely across existing network infrastructure. That's why when you go to the city, and I may do a little video on that, when you go to Manhattan and even the outer boroughs, but mainly in Manhattan, you have these stations where you can plug your phone in and recharge your phone. Also, you got a free Wi-Fi. So if you're so many feet away from that device, you can actually get free Wi-Fi. So they're planning on making the whole world an Internet of Things. Anyway, like I said, watch this video, because we're in that time now. The video is entitled on YouTube, The Internet of Things and RFID Chip Mark of the Beast. So with that, I'm going to say Shalawam.